questions for Andrew and Sam, and then we'll have Juwan join us.
Sam, when you guys talk about toughness and just kind of that identity you're trying to create within this team, is this kind of the embodiment of what that whole mantra is all about on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a rock fight today. We shot, 30% from the field, 32, and we still won by double digits almost. So just being able to win when it's ugly is super important, and if we play tough like that, we're going to be able to do that, and no matter if our offense is clicking or not, we could still win games if we're tough, and that was just a perfect example tonight.
Juwan, how much do you embrace a game like this that's kind of gritty, grimy, kind of fits into your style? How much does that help you, and the kind of tone of the game fits into the way you play like this?
We've been working on this since the summertime we got together. We knew we was going to be a gritty grind team for sure. We knew we was going to emphasize defense this year, and the guys we brought in from the portal and stuff like that was definitely going to help us too. So, Sam, me, Bryce picking up, Connor picking up, Andrew all understand the defensive point, defensive game for sure. So we knew this game was going to be an easy one. Coach Ziegler definitely emphasized that it was going to be a one-possession game for sure throughout the whole game. So we definitely had that run of hours, and they had that run in there. So we had to keep our composure and everything. But this is what we play basketball for. This is what Nebraska basketball for. Like, this is what we do. Like, we go out there, we don't dwell our heads on turnovers, no missed shot. Like Sam would say, we shot 32% from the field. It's not going to be a pretty game on the offensive side, but, we're going to go on the defensive side, give it 100% every time, every possession. So no matter how the game looked on the offensive side, no matter how the game was won, we won for sure. And I'm for sure grateful and proud of these guys for sure. And, enjoy it, but we also got to move on too.
Sam, Andrew was up there looking like you with that pick six earlier. Just how did you feel that Andrew played today off the bench?
I mean, I thought the exact same thing when he got the steal. I was like, oh, that's my thing.
That's what I thought when I got this.
And then he come to me. He's like, I felt like Sam Hoiberg on that layup. But he played amazing. I mean, he does every night off the bench. I mean, he's such a huge offensive kick for us, and he played his ass off on defense as well. So it was huge having him today.
In a game where the turnovers and shooting are kind of struggling early, especially with the top line guys, how important is it to have the contributions you got off the bench from you, from Sam, from Aaron, and just really all down the bench to kind of pick up the slack when maybe the starters aren't necessarily clicking early?
I feel like it's a big thing because as bench players, when we come off the bench, we prepare like the starters, we're ready to go like the starters. So when we go in, especially we see what's working and what's not a lot better than what they do while they're out there. So when we go in, we can kind of see what's going on the offensive side and defensive side, and also kind of pick up the energy and change the pace of the game. Aaron's really good at that. When he comes in, he changes the pace. He loves to push it, which is a lot different for the second group of guys. So I feel like it's just our whole group of guys that come off the bench really come in prepared and know what they need to contribute and what they do well.
Did you have a feeling that tonight was going to be your day, or was it just something that happened as it went on?
It was just another game for me, yeah.
I didn't know if you appreciated the more gritty, grimy, physical matchups.
Yeah. It was more like it was just UCLA, and it seems like an out-of-town team. So, I mean, it was just we knew they were going to be up to something different.
For any of you, what does it take mentally to not get frustrated when shots aren't going down, not carry that over onto the defensive end, still get after it defensively when things aren't totally clicking on offense?
Yeah, one thing we talk about all the time is being able to move on, and our mantra is 2 claps. If something goes wrong, we try to not show it with our body language. We just do 2 claps or just a bunch of claps to try to move on from it. And we knew that today it was going to be a huge game for that because they're unbelievable at forcing steals. I believe they lead the country in that. And, I mean, BK played there. He said they are teaching to steal, and their coach is yelling, steal the ball, steal the ball. So we knew we were going to have turnovers. We knew they were going to play tough defense, and it was a huge 2 claps game. We knew that. The coaches were saying it. So just body language is huge. And I think we did a really good job with that today, carrying that over and being able to still play really good on the other end if offense wasn't going well.
Where does the 2 claps come from?
We actually stole it from Villanova, Jay Wright, and the national championship team. They've talked about it in clips that they showed us at practice, and we try to do that as well.
Yesterday, Bryce said that you guys are going to put the world and the Big Ten on notice today with the result that you got today and the manner in which you did it, just how tough that win was. Do you think you accomplished what Bryce was hoping for?
Definitely. Just the start of it, for sure. We going to protect home court no matter what it is. I think this is number 20 for us in a row since we won a game in PBA. That's a that's applied to the fans. Coaches, preparing us for sure. Even us, going out there every day in practice, getting 100%. Even some of our bodies not, the best percentage at the time. So this is the stuff we do on a daily. That's one thing we harp on. Like every day, we got the mindset we got to be the best version of ourselves, no matter who's on our sides, who, hyping us up and stuff like that. In the day, it's all us. This inner circle is all we got. So the outside noise don't really phase us for sure. So I would definitely say this is a start for the world. To know that Nebraska basketball is back and better for sure. Like last year, how we started that run of making the NCAA tournament too. So for sure, this is a start for us. But I feel like we got another notch to turn up for sure. Especially this away game at Iowa that's coming up.
Sam, Coach mentioned how last year you guys had that big one against Purdue, and then you go on the road and get 2 losses to Iowa and Rutgers. But how important is it to carry this momentum into these 2 road games and this upcoming weekend and be able to replicate home success in the conference on the road?
Yeah, I mean, we know what that feels like now. Last year it was kind of a newer feeling to go beat a ranked team, and we were very excited, and we didn't know how to handle it last year. And I think now that we have some experience doing so, we're going to be extra locked in, and we're not going to lose any of this momentum that we have just because we know how it felt to lose 2 games in a row, and it felt like we lost all that progress that we made beating number 1 Purdue last year. So we're just trying to be more businesslike, not think that we're, the hot stuff right now, because we're not. We got to keep getting better and improve until the end of the season.
Some coaches and players might downplay home court advantage, but 20 straight home wins is 20 straight home wins. What makes you guys so much better here, and could you just maybe speak to the advantage that you feel you get playing PBA?
I mean, there's a comfortability factor for sure, just playing in your home gym, but the fans are really what pushes it over the edge. The energy is unbelievable. I mean, in those lulls when they're going on runs, the fans help you get back those runs, and which they did today. And I mean, it was super loud. We can't wait to get the students back, but even without them, there's still an unbelievable crowd. So the energy they bring just helps us so much. And if you're getting on the other end of it, it's really tough to play through. So I mean, our fans are just unbelievable, and we thank them for that.
You guys didn't make a field goal in the last 7:15 of the game and still won, but you made 13 free throws in the last 4 minutes. How much time do you put in working on free throws?
Every day. Yeah, every day.
That's legit the last thing we end with every practice is free throws. Because, like I said, we did not shoot the ball well today, but big-time players make big-time plays for sure. So making free throws was the big play we all needed to make at the time. We needed to step up to the free throw line.
What did you see on that block on the last or the second to last possession that you got?
I ain't gonna lie. I went against Coach Nate, worried a little bit. We was supposed to run, just spaced out for sure. But, if I see one of my guys, go down, whatever like that, I'm definitely going to make the play regardless, though. But, I definitely tell Coach Nate, I didn't mean to go disregard what she was calling, but in the day, I'm definitely going to make that play. I know I'm the one guy you definitely could trust, too, for sure, to go make that play, too.
Any other players? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.